Greetings, Commanders. Welcome to the UK's #1 podcast on Marvel Strike Force, the MSF pod. This podcast covers everything that's happening in the world of Marvel Strike Force, which is a mobile hero collector game available on iTunes, Google Play, BlueStacks, and wherever else you get mobile games. We are the lads from 4Play Gaming. You'll find us on YouTube under the name 4Play Gaming. We're also on Twitter and Instagram under the name 4P Gaming. And you'll find the MSF pod on iTunes, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else that you get your pods. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your Alliance mates about us. We're slowly growing, so thank you very much for the support. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review as well. We'll read it out on the show. And we also offer a video version of our podcast on our YouTube channel, so check that out if you are so inclined. Introducing the crew today, we have the kit man and resident expert on all things Marvel, Diggs. How are you, buddy?
I'm all good. You good?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. And next up, we've got Adam. How are you, mate?
Hey, good. Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. And first and foremost, did you guys get any good pulls this week? Any upgrades, red stars? Adam, anything good?
No, just working on my Villain Mystic controllers. So they're going all right. And I'm slowly getting closer to that 6-star Phoenix when it happens.
Decent. How about you, Diggs?
No, I feel like I did, but I can't remember who it was. But it might have been last week. 5-star Jubilee. Did I talk about that? I don't remember if that was last week or the week before.
I can't remember, mate.
Yeah, 5-star Jubilee. I know I pulled at some point, but I can't remember when. Other than that, no, just taking up Wave 1 Avengers and Fantastic Four for the end of the first part of the Doom campaign, which I loathe. I resent putting that many resources into Iron Man. I was hating it.
How high is he now?
Gear tier 12. He's got 50k, just over 50k. I was just like, oh, I've heard about him now.
Oh well, I guess you could build a power armor team at some point. Just throw him in there.
I'd rather build a power armor team now and then use them, but it's just I have to build up like him and Hulk and to be fair, Invisible Woman's pretty good. And Thing does punch like a mule, but even so, still annoying.
Especially with that T4 in that basic.
Hey, that basic that camel toe is deadly, mate. Smash balls.
The old knuckle sandwich.
Yeah,
Knuckle sandwich, yeah.
Brilliant. So yeah, so no decent red stars you can think of.
No, mate.
Dirty. Okay,
What
that's cool, man.
Have you got any? Have you opened any?
Yeah, no, I have. I opened a couple. I was trying to get a decent because the drop rate on White Tiger is 15%, isn't it? So I tried to get something out of that, and I opened one Elite Four, and the gold drop, gold circle came down, and I was like, oh my god, here we go, it's gonna be something amazing, and I got a 6-star AIM Infector.
I saw it in the chat. I thought he's definitely going to talk about that this week.
Yeah, but goddamn right. 6-star AIM Infector. Now I've got an AIM team, and guess which member of said team I do not have anything invested in at all. He's 200. He's still 200. Yep, AIM Infector. So wonderful.
Yeah, that sucks. Sorry, mate.
That's all good. I'll get over it one day. All right, so let's have a quick look at the community roundup with Adam. Have people been talking to us this week? What's the community saying?
Yeah, so this week, just going by like comments on last week's podcast. So we had Robert Moore, and he said, I learned the hard way, Phoenix is a must for Dark Dimension 3. She will do 3 to 5 mil damage, depending on if she does her ultimate on her own. So we were talking about Phoenix last week, and I think I was saying how I'm trying to kind of get ready to get her. I think you guys were saying you just got her, weren't you? So
that's right, yeah.
And yeah, I've just said thanks and replied, and then yeah, he's carried on to kind of say like how good Phoenix is, and then Adrian has come back, which is cool. Thanks for the support again this week as well. Just saying that some people have gone for Ghost instead of Phoenix, so that's quite interesting. If you're miles off Phoenix, but maybe a bit closer to DD3 and you've got Ghost, that's obviously a different choice if you want to, which is cool. And then Robert's replied to that, which is cool. And then we've got I don't think Grady Stanton's commented on our podcast before, so thank you if it is your first time here. So he said, I'm a new player. I was in a smaller pool for Blitz. So we were talking about Sim Blitz and how it's unfair for lower level players last week, weren't we?
That's right, yeah.
Aiming for things. And yeah, so he said I was in a smaller pool for Blitz until I hit level 60. I was able to try hard and get Iceman and Bishop. So if you are new to it, maybe worth stalling progress at 59 to get a better shot at new teams. So yeah, I guess there is a smaller pool that we kind of obviously didn't highlight last week and weren't aware of until you get to 60. So that is good that people get a bit of a chance. I don't know if the rewards are worse, but yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, definitely stall. I don't know if you want to stall your progress though, do you, too much? Because then you're not farming or getting resources. So it depends how much you want that. You know, if you're getting close to 60 and you really want the player in the next blitz, then maybe stall. But I probably wouldn't. I'd just soldier through, because I guess, like we said last week, the way the game works, you kind of learn to farm, and yeah, I guess that's how you get the resources. That's how you get everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had a few comments on last week's podcast, which was really cool. Keep those comments going, please, guys, and we'll read them out and give you a shout out. If this is your first time listening as well, just make sure you subscribe as well. And yeah, so that's it for the community roundup for this week.
Nice, brilliant, mate. Thanks for that. So what I'll do is before we look forward, I figured we could look back, and I'll just go through the things that have happened in the game this week. So starting off with just like the hangover from that lunar event. Obviously it's finished now. Would you guys want to see another lunar event or something similar, like using cores to spending cores and things like that? Would you guys be happy with another event? Or
yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it. Like I say, you're always spending every currency in that game on something or other. Do you know what I mean? Even cores, you like you use them to refresh things, or if you're going for something in particular.
Yeah,
I'd like them to coincide it with something else. If they were doing that event now, you pump your cores into refreshing the nodes for White Tiger, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I certainly wouldn't be against another one of those events.
How about you, Adam?
Yeah, same. Yeah, but more events, it just makes the game a little bit different. Like, it's still doing the same stuff, but it's kind of a different way of doing it, isn't it? So I think anytime they add an event, I'm going to get involved. I'm going to aim towards it. And yeah, if, like Dig said, naturally spending the currency is going to get you there, then I'll probably spend a bit more at the time of the event, which is cool.
Yeah. Okay. So the Lunar Milestones, we had a few problems with it towards the end of the event, and Scopely extended the milestones by a day. I don't know if you guys remember that. And yeah, we were kind of hoping for a little bit of compensation for that, but it didn't happen, which is a bit of a shame. But I don't know. I think we covered it last week. There was issues where I think I talked about it. Yeah. So people could basically purchase a specific orb, and when you bought that orb, it would give you Valiant credits. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
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 Right. Okay. So this week, Scopely were like, right. Okay, this is how we're going to resolve it. Obviously, free-to-play players, the people that didn't make the purchase, they're you're getting nothing, which is understandable. But the people that do purchase in the game, they basically bought out another Valiant orb where you could buy that orb for $9.99, and then that would give you either Ghost or Coal. I can't remember how many shards, but basically you'd get that same deal that people were getting beforehand. Okay. So let's say Diggs, you buy the orb, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you spend your $9.99. Who you going to get, just out of interest? So Ghost or Coal? Coal. So you're going in for Coal. So you spend your $9.99. Right, I'm going to open my Coal orb. you go over to the orb section, and the orb's not there.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Nice.
so it's yeah, you can't write this stuff, mate. So yeah, there was a bug where if anyone made a purchase, it would take you over to the orb, and the orb wasn't there. So
Right.
yeah,
Oh, dear.
So people went mad, I imagine.
yeah, people weren't pleased, understandably. So I think, like I said, I think they resolved it after a couple of hours. But yeah, Reddit was on fire, and you know, like I say, I like to sort of dip my foot in that pool every now and then just to see what's going on. But it's like looking into like I don't know, it's like looking into a door that, like, you know, it's just
Hate
like,
itself.
yeah, it's just, oh man, I'll close that again. So yeah, on to more positive things. The White Tiger event started today. That Infiltrator orb looks pretty decent. Have you guys had a look at it, like the characters in there and stuff like that?
Not in depth. No, I opened one earlier and got something like a minion of some variety. I can't remember who it was.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we could have a look on the BlueStacks in a sec. But yeah, I mean, considering I don't know. Back up, Adam. Back up to the top. Yeah. I don't know if this is a thing with the events, but I think the Infiltrator traits, like the characters that are available in the orb, are the characters that you can use in the game. Like, so that have the Infiltrator trait.
Yeah, it won't be all of them though, will it? There'll be no Symbiote Spider-Man in there.
Well, that's where I was going. I mean, like I think everyone else is there apart from him. I didn't look
I can't see. Was Ghost in there?
Yeah,
Ghost is there.
Yeah.
Kitty's there, which is great. I haven't seen her yet though.
Yeah. So everyone but the one that everyone wants.
Yeah. Clever.
Yeah, it's good though. But you guys, Adam, you've finished the campaign. Is that right?
Yeah, I did it. I think the first time round I was just at the end, and then the second time round I managed to finish. I think I was about here the first time round, and then the second time round I managed to end here.
Okay,
I think that's how it worked. The second time I got more energy, but yeah, it was pretty straightforward. I didn't really need to level anyone up. I think I did just put a few cores into Spider-Man, but just because he's cool. not really, yeah. I guess because I knew I'd be using him more, but because he's cool and I haven't used him enough.
Symbiote Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Diggs? Have you got on with it?
Yeah, breeze it, mate. It was a good selection of characters for me. I've got some high-level people. It's Symbiote Spider-Man, Invisible Woman. Sure, I can't remember. Let's have a look. But yeah, it wasn't a great challenge, which is good. So the first or second one of these events that I did when I came back to the game, I remember being like, "Oh, this is nonsense. I can't use anyone." And then every event since then, I've been lucky and had like a high level team. So yeah, Symbiote Spider-Man, Rocket Raccoon, Invisible Woman, Psylocke, and X-23, all well above 50k. Like Symbiote Spider-Man's like 65k, so it's
Nice.
relatively easy in all honesty. It's good.
Yeah. I'm going to refresh and try and get and see if we can open an orb.
I think you've probably got enough. So yeah, let's see what you get, mate. He's going to get the big 1% drop, isn't he? I can feel it.
Well.
Let's go.
Oh,
nice. That's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
What's that?
Getting there.
8 shards. 8 shards.
That's the problem. I might keep refreshing this one, to be fair. I'm not sure.
This entire podcast is just going to be Adam on BlueStacks, just refreshing every node, like blowing through all his cores.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to refresh the node. We just want to refresh.
Yeah, mate, get that 120. Yeah, you got to do the 120s first, mate.
Why? That's worse, isn't it?
It's the same. It's exactly the same.
Yeah, surely on the ones you spend 10 and get 70. On the ones you spend 10 and get 70.
Yeah, the ones you spend 10 and get 70 are better. The ones you spend 10 and get 60 or 20 and get 120 is exactly the same.
Yeah, but yeah. So you want to do the 10 with 70, right? Have I done?
Yeah, it's only the last. That's only the last two, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah. So that's worth looking into. I've never really paid attention to the old ones before with that. Sweet. Do you think we'll be able to get another one? Keep talking. I'll do this for the guys watching. Everyone's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
"What you gonna get?"
you're
haven't
getting
got enough.
600. You need to do three refreshes, don't you?
Haven't got enough yet. Okay.
And 600 a refresh. You need to do 3, and then you'll get it. 2 more.
Go. Let's go. I'll do it if it's 50. I'll do it if it's 50, which it is, I think. Which one, Diggs? Pick a node.
The one that's 11,670 left. 1.5. That's it. Where your
That
mouse
one.
is. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And then we've got 30. Let's do it there. Oh God. Pressure now. I can feel it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I
Pressure.
haven't got enough. Keep going. Just keep the podcast going.
Right.
I'm opening one of mine as well. Blue drop. Oh, 8 ghost shards. I've got that.
Lovely. That's good.
Nice.
That's good.
That'll do.
Yeah.
I'm kind
Anyway,
of hoping for yellow jacket shards personally, just so I can get him up to 5-star. But
Yeah, that takes my ghost up to 3 stars. Those shards. So
nice.
How far are you with Yellow Jacket, Lou?
How far? I think he's 4-star.
Nice.
So I've got a while to go, but
Yeah.
that's the sort of priority orb I want, and then obviously I'll take as many of the I'll take as many of the white tiger shards as I can, just because it's rude not to.
Yeah, and your character and that.
She looks like a really good character.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. All right. Okay. So moving on, we had there's another community poll for the cosmic section from so I think the way it's working is basically the community get to pick. So the DD4 winner basically is picking 2 characters, pick 2 characters for every cosmic, global, etc., for every node from Dark Dimension 4. So this is the cosmic version, and you can either pick Thanos or Minerva for a future blitz on Facebook. So Adam, who are you going to pick from that?
Probably Thanos.
For a future blitz.
I love Minerva, but probably Thanos.
Okay.
that surprises me. I would have thought you'd have been straight in with Minerva.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'll take me a while to get to. I mean, Thanos is farmable, isn't he? But yeah, probably Thanos.
Okay. How about you, Diggs?
I'm going to go the other way. I would have gone Minerva purely because Thanos is farmable.
Yeah.
I'm just not there yet, and I think Thanos is quite hard to get to, and I think a lot of people would like Thanos, or to get a few Thanos shards, wouldn't they? Earlier on.
Definitely newer players as well. Newer players would be like, "Oh, Thanos, yeah!"
Yeah, yeah. Like I saved cores and bought Thanos with the what event was that? Do you remember where you could core buy a certain amount of cores with him, and it was loads.
I remember.
Oh yeah. There was an offer, wasn't there? Like it was like 500-600 cores for like 50 Thanos or 100 Thanos or something.
It was loads. Yeah, yeah.
You guys both did it, and I was like, no.
Yeah, and I never regretted that. So yeah, and I think it'd be cool for newer players to be able to get a few Thanos shards a bit closer to him. But Minerva's sick. You can't really go wrong with Minerva, can you?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, so it's a future blitz, and I think Minerva's winning by a landslide.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
but yeah, that's fine. Like I say, like I'm fine with blitzing for Minerva.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. I won't moan whoever it is. I mean, just looking, my Minerva's 9 shards off her 5th star, so I'd love to get her to 7 obviously, but yeah, a little higher.
Brilliant. Okay. So RTA, how are you guys getting on with RTA, Diggs? How you doing with that? I know you've been busy this week, so.
Yeah, terrible. Barely touched it.
Okay.
Just done the done the 2 or maybe 3 attacks every day, and that is about that.
Okay.
So yeah, like 20, I think, somewhere around 20, 25 maybe.
Nice, man. Okay, cool. It's pretty good considering.
Yeah, that's right.
How about you, Adam?
Yeah, I'm 70. Yeah, I haven't really done it much today, but I've done. I think probably all of the, challenges each day. I think so far.
The weeklies and stuff.
Yeah, and the dailies and things. It's just reset, hasn't it? Yeah. So that's why that's looking abysmal right now. But I like getting the modules as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So what about you? Where are you at?
I think I'm close to you, buddy. Yeah, I'm only 72, so.
Oh, 72. Okay, so I've obviously missed some then. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
So
I mean,
saying you're 72 or you're 72?
No, it's 72, mate. So yeah, two more than you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. How have you been finding it? Have you had many issues with the matchmaking or anything like that? Like if you're trying to meet your challenges or whatever? Oh, that's even Stevens. We like that.
I was just about to see if we could let the randomness of the game decide if we're going to moan about matchmaking or not, but I'm not going to moan. How's yours been?
It's been okay. Like I have one in the week where I was just trying to use, I can't remember. I think I had to use Longshot, Shatstar, and someone else that literally is really low in my roster.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll just put them all on a team and I'll just do some, autoing. And I just happened to look like as I was getting ready for work, and I got put up against like a 700k black order, and like my total team power might have been about 3k. I was like, this is outrageous, like yeah. And say I got smoked quickly was an understatement, but yeah.
I really like if I've got one character that's awful. I mean, you always do, don't you? That's awful that you need to do for your daily or whatever. I'll have Drax, Minerva, and then like another tank or whatever. And it's probably pretty painful for the person in against me because it's quite a slow match. But Drax, as I've mentioned before, he'll tank, and Minerva will keep him healed or revive or whatever. But I'll try and just keep that person going, because sometimes they just get wiped immediately, don't they?
Yeah.
And then you've got to wait for the next one. So I try and kind of build a team just to keep that person alive and going to get a few attacks in.
Yeah.
Because it's tough, isn't it? Most of the people, it's just sod's law, isn't it? Most of the people that you've got to do for the daily, or get 30 attacks with or whatever, it's 10 or 30. It's a bit of a slug, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's designed to make you use characters that you won't have at like 70k or whatever,
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I love that your binary just killed everyone.
Yeah. That's the one thing about auto with her, isn't it? It's just like, it's not good.
I'll tell you, I was when we were talking the other day, talking about characters we want to see, and I didn't think about it at the time. I thought about it afterwards. Do you guys remember Shamu Gorath? You probably would have only seen him from the like Marvel versus Capcom games.
I can't remember him now.
He's basically just tentacles with a giant eye. Just one giant eye. Walks around with those tentacles flying around in the air. I was thinking about him the other day. He'd be wicked in this game. He'd look sick.
Was he green? Was he green and purple?
Yeah. Historically, he's green, but I think he was purple in one of the games as well.
Awesome.
He's wicked. I'd love it if they brought him in. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, anyone that looks cool is great in this. So some of the just some of the people with, like, I guess a bit more like sort of cool looking powers or like different costumes and stuff just look wicked, don't they?
Like I want more less humanoid characters, if you know what I mean, because everyone is like human shaped. I want less. I want more.
There's kind of like an average size build character, isn't there? Anyone out of that looks great.
I want an octopus with a giant eyeball, mate.
I mean, who doesn't?
Exactly. Yeah, my moose knuckle.
That's it. All right, so Black Bolt's event started this week as well. So a load of people in our alliance were unlocking him. So congrats to everyone that unlocked Black Bolt. One guy said it was one guy said in our chat, he was like, feels like I'm cheating, like using him. You know, it is great when you first unlock him, isn't it?
Yeah, he's ridiculous. I love him.
Yeah. So I mean, the blog post for what's happening next week hasn't come out yet, but I'd almost say that Ebony Moore will be the week after next. I guess. But yeah, so if you're looking at getting Ebony Moore, make sure your Inhumans are up to 5-star, and pretty high as well, because that event is pretty tough.
What would you say, about 180, 190?
I said 200k in the video, in the how to unlock Ebony Moore.
So
but I mean, if you've got a monster Black Bolt, you should be okay. A decent Black Bolt Crystal, they're the main two. And obviously, if you've got Yo-Yo at 5 stars, you're laughing. But
Morty, if you're listening, if you ask me one more time how to get Ebony Moore, you're fired.
That's definitely happening then.
So yeah, I mean, we've you and I, Diggs, we've got him, haven't we? Are you on track for Ebony Moore, Adam?
Yeah.
So everyone's 5-star, high enough.
Let's look. I think it's going to go a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. 5-star. Yeah. Oh no, it's I should. Yeah. I was thinking 6-star, but that's my Phoenix. My Phoenix prep. But yeah, so I'll be getting Ebony Moore, which I'm really excited about. Just to get another full team.
Sure. Okay.
But then, so I've got Minerva currently in my. I think I've got Minerva in my Black Order Blitz team. So I don't know where to put her then. So that'll be fun. Put her somewhere else.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could put her with Ronan.
I was gonna say, have you got a Kree team?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
And
That's
Ms.
not
Marvel,
bad, no.
yeah. She's still in my Guardians team. She just sits there and does the job.
Cool.
Instead of Gamora?
Instead of Mantis.
Okay.
Instead of Mantis. So who's in your obviously Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot?
Minerva, Drax.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so no Gamora.
No.
I don't use Gamora in my Guardians team either.
You not?
Nah, she just kind of.
Much
I don't
damage.
even know what team she's in. She just floats.
Love Gamora.
Yeah.
Give me Gamora that.
Gamora, that. Unbelievable.
But yeah, no. Ebony Moore, I'm excited about, because they just look cool. All of them together look cool, don't they?
Black Order.
Oh, mate, Black Order, honestly, they're so good. I can't overstate how good they are. They're so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous team.
Yeah.
They're still like the arena meta, you know what I mean? Like they're still like the best team in the game, you know.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use them for the arena. You know, I like trying to get high in the arena, or low, I guess you'd say, in the arena. So obviously, I've got loads of resources to pump into them. I'm going to have loads of resources to pump into them. I don't have them right now, but as they get better, I'll definitely be going in the arena.
Yeah, and you won't regret it. I mean, like I say, the minute I unlocked Ebony Moore, I put everything I possibly could into making him as high as I could, and I don't regret it at all. He's the best.
So, good.
Especially for Dark Dimension. That transfusion technique's just mega.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, decent. Right. So where are we here? Okay, cool. So next up, I figured we could have a look at the so last night. So normally we cover the blog post, and last night they announced they weren't going to do a blog post like usual. They were going to drop their roadmap, the 2021 roadmap. So that's basically they're going to drop 2 of these a year, and this is basically the first one of the year to sort of get you hyped for, you know, the first half of the upcoming year for MSF. So yeah, so shall we go into that? We'll take it in turns reading and all that, if you guys fancy it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, sweet. So it
I like the picture. It's cool.
looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so the 2021 first half preview. Greetings, Marvel Strike Force fans. We're already into February, but we'd still like to formally welcome you to the new year, and spring will be here before you know it. The development team has a number of projects and initiatives that we're working on in 2021, and we started doing this about every 6 months. We'd like to give you a preview of some of the things that we're targeting to release in the first half of the year. Now, what I figured we could do is we could each sort of take on a topic, and then once we finish the topic, we can talk about what we think and go from there, if you guys are cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, so starting off with costumes. Ads, do you want to take this? Because you're all about the aesthetics, aren't you? So
Yeah. So the Marvel characters we know and love have evolved in many ways since they were introduced to the world through the pages of Marvel Comics. One thing that just about all of the characters in Marvel Strike Force have in common is that they have worn multiple costumes or attire in their various appearances. We're excited to announce that the ability to change character costumes is coming, and we're happy to share some of the changes you'll be able to make. So if you guys are listening, there's some really cool pictures. Like, I recommend just going over to marvelstrikeforce.com, clicking updates and just having a look, just because like there's at the top of the page, there's like, it's just a cool picture for like some different, I guess, costumes or like ideas, I guess they're playing with.
it's probably going to be our thumbnail this week, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So that carries on. One of the exciting aspects of costume is that we can visit iconic uniforms and apparel in the Marvel universe across many timelines and media. Some characters that currently have classic attire might get access to a more modern look, and vice versa. Or certain characters that have threads inspired by the pages of the comics might unlock a new ensemble from a Marvel movie or television series, and vice versa. The possibilities are practically endless. Please note that the costumes shown here might not be the first ones made available, but they will be coming in the not so distant future, which I love that they said that, because they know what the community's like. And if they don't drop these costumes with the update, everyone's going to be like, where are they? So they're almost clever. They're almost covering themselves now.
Where's my Kree Where's my Kree, Miss Captain Marvel?
Yeah, and then it goes on. The methods in which costumes will be unlocked is still being finalised, but it's likely that they will be available through several different modes in the game, which I really like, because that's them saying, well, I'm reading that as they won't just be micro purchases, but we'll see. Similar to how characters are unlocked through various modes and events. Well, there we go. We know that this is something our players have been asking for, and we're eager to hear your feedback on which costumes you would like to see for your favourite character. We plan on releasing a steady stream of costumes for years to come. So I'm really happy with that. If you guys did listen last week, we literally covered this point and said we want more kind of cosmetics and ways of getting them. And it's literally like, I mean, they've obviously been planning that. They didn't listen to our podcast and go, "Fuck, that guys want this," did they? It's just a coincidence, but it's obvious that we're not the only people thinking about it. And it's nice that they're doing that, because, as we said last week, people love that stuff. And I think, yeah, everyone there looks cool, and it's not that big a change, is it? I mean, it's probably no harder to do. I mean, I don't know. I don't build games, but it's probably as easy to do this kind of thing and map this kind of thing than it is to. It's probably harder to change the user interface when they did it all wintry, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but like, I'm happy they're doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Me too.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I love that they're changing or giving us new costumes. Be interesting to see how they say you unlock them. Like I say, I hope it's not just through microtransactions. That'd be terrible. Events would be good. Be happy with that. Even if it was getting certain characters to certain levels, and then you have to do something with them, like that'd be cool. So if you wanted, like, if you a fan of X-Force Daredevil or something, sorry, Deadpool rather, and you want the X-Force costume for him, you have to get him to like level, I don't know, 65 or something, and then use him in an event against someone. Something. I don't know.
or like have like, so like in events have like a side bit where it's like the X-Force event. You know, you've got to get your X-Force team to like a certain level and beat all these nodes to get it. You know, or, you know, bits for orbs for it, like something like that where it's like relevant. That would be sick.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah. What do you think, Luke?
Yeah, no, mate. I'm happy with any cosmetics. Oh, blitz alarm. Apologies. Yeah, no,
Podcast down. Stop blitzing.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. No. I mean, like, yeah. In all honesty, I've got no problem with it, providing it's not. I mean, people are already speculating that the skins will change characters' kits, maybe potentially bring bonuses to characters and things like that. Again, I'm all for that if it's made available for everyone. If you know, just for example, that Captain Marvel Kree skin, for example, if you buy that and it gives her an extra like 50% damage or something, then that's going to be, you know, problematic. But look, I'm totally fine with that. I mean, like, I love the look of the Cyclops skin and all that. I think it looks great.
I'm surprised you like that Cyclops skin.
Really?
Because you're such a fan of the classic Cyclops skin, the blue with the old yellow belt.
I am, but that's not like OG X-Men. Like, I think it's his boots that aren't yellow. No, it's his gloves, isn't it, that aren't yellow? Like, it's not all the way like.
No, it's not proper classic.
Yeah, it's not proper 90s, but yeah.
He also not quite got the curtains, is he? He used to have curtains.
Yeah. Like, I want that skin. Like, give me all of the 90s X-Men, like as that, please. That'd be lovely.
Yeah,
but
it would be good. Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say, what would be good? I know you're saying if it gives you bonuses, but it would be good if you've got a full team of costumes and there is a bit of a bonus. I would like that, as long as they're not just paid for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like, if it's, I don't know, you could almost put it on a scale of like a legendary event. You know, like if you get your Black Order, you know, once a year, there's an event where you can go through and do an event that gives your Black Order like a certain, I don't know, a different skin or something that then gives them a specific bonus or something. Black Order is probably a terrible example, but you know, another team like X-Force, what we were talking about last week, X-Force with the grey, red, and black. Like, you know, you get them all to 6 stars, go through the event, you unlock the skins for all of that team or something like that. You know, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, no. Look, I'm totally for any sort of new skins for sure.
Is there any particular different skins that aren't in the game at the moment anyone wants to see?
Go on, Luke.
Those big ones. Go on, Ad. Is there any character you like? I wish they looked like this version of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Captain America. Where, like, hasn't he got? I can't think of what it is, but hasn't he got quite an old sort of version where he's like in like almost like the military stuff. That would be something like that would be kind of cool. Yeah, or maybe yeah, like someone said last week, which is why I'm thinking of it. I think one of you, well, it definitely wasn't me. The Iron Man Hulkbuster armor would be that. I think
would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
Did you have anyone in mind, Luke?
I'd like to see World War Hulk, and I'd like Hulk to be double the size of what he is at the moment. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen Thor Ragnarok, Adam. No, okay. So basically, it's Hulk in like a gladiator outfit. He's got like a giant hammer and stuff, and like a big sort of like Roman legionnaire plume. Looks awesome. Yeah. So I'd really like to see something like that.
Yeah.
How about you, Diggs?
That was going to be one of mine, actually. Planet Hulk.
Oh.
In 6. Don't be sorry. Obviously, yeah. No secret how much I love Deadpool. Is right behind me. So yeah, that X-Force Deadpool would be wicked. I'll tell you who I do want to see, and it's not sexism. It's just because I prefer it. Electro, proper Electro, not girl Electro. I want yellow and green with lightning bolts coming out of his head, Electro. That's what I want. I want to have his stupid face.
It would be quite cool if you could have like the option for either or, you know, because like Dr. Octopus, like there was talk that instead of the Doc Ock model we've got, it was going to be the Olivia Octavius from Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool if you could like mix and match.
Yeah, I'll tell you what would be fun as well. But I mean, they could do this as a completely new character, but they could do Spider-Rock when they put Doc Ock's mind in Spider-Man. He was running around with Doc Ock's tentacles in the comics.
Awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there's so many things you could do with Spider-Man and the symbiote team. Like, do something, you know, the symbiotes, like, you know, when they're all in the team together, they look, you know, like Carnage is, he looks like really cool, doesn't he? I feel like Venom would look cooler if he was more like that. Like, you could see the symbiote more. Do you get if they did things like that, you know, if when they're all paired up, they're a bit more, you know, you can see the symbiote more or whatever. Like all the stringy kind of stuff, that'd be sick. Just things like that, I think, just really cool, really cool. There's so much they could do with it as well.
That's the beauty of it as well, that it's really thought-provoking, isn't it? You've got all of these, they, you know, all they have to do is just be like, yeah, we've got skins coming to the game, and everyone's like, oh my god, like Iron Spider, Spider-Man 2099, like, you know, like just you know, like, I mean, for me personally, I don't know why, I've got a real thing for that Iron Spider costume, the silver and black one. Like, do you have like a shield or something as well? I can't remember. I just remember the toy being incredible, and like always wanting it, and never getting it for Christmas.
You talk about the one from the 90s cartoon thing, not Iron Spider's in today's parlance is the one that S.T.R.I.K.E makes him. It's got the arms that come out the back, so he's got 8 limbs. You talk about the armored Spider-Man costume, aren't you? Where it's, like you say, silver and black.
Yeah,
that'd be wicked. I think that was brought in like a multiverse thing. I think he's a Peter Parker from a different version of Earth, where he's basically like Tony Stark. He's a genius billionaire, as opposed to being like a poor kid from Queens. He's like a businessman, and he's got a massive company, and he builds that armor.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't think he's got any powers. I think he's literally like Iron Man, but he builds himself a Spider-Man suit.
That's cool. There's like now we're talking about skins and Into the Spider-Verse. I want to see the Nicolas Cage Spider-Man, the like Spider-Man Noir.
Oh yeah,
like
that was wicked.
And Peter Porker.
The Spider-Verse Miles Morales costume would be wicked.
Yeah.
There's so much you could do with Spider-Man, isn't there? Like, and all the kind of different, like, well, it's like in the, I haven't played the PS5 one yet, and he's brought a few digs. The PS4 one though, you get loads of skins and they're all sick. And I love doing stuff like that. So just doing things like that, or like, you know, just different nodes for different things, it just adds such a different spin on the game, doesn't it? And like, as well, if you're into your Marvel, they could add story. Like, I never read the stuff before or after the nodes, but I imagine it's full of story. And like, some people will really enjoy that, and half the fans could probably write it as well. So there's like endless stuff they could do. It'd be so cool.
Yeah, spot on. So yeah, so far skins, it's 2 thumbs up from the well, it's 3. Hang on, yeah, it's three thumbs up from the 4Play guys.
And we're all double, so I think it's a 6 thumbs up.
you know I'm not good at maths, mate.
Dan's not here, but I'm sure he thinks it's all right.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just tie myself in knots here. All right, so back to the blog. Let's go on to the next thing. So ISO tier 2, Diggs, you are our kit resident man. Do you want to hit this?
Yeah, mate, no worries. So last year, when the Iso-8 feature was introduced, we were thrilled with the positive response from players to such a game-changing feature. It laid the groundwork for us to expand on it in the future and consider what the next evolution would look like. We're happy to announce that the next iteration is now in production. Iso-8 Tier 2 is intended to be late game content when introduced, and players will gain access to Tier 2 crystals and ions as rewards in the Doom raids. We'll have more details on Tier 2 in the coming months. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So this is ISO blue, isn't it? So they're going to go similar to how they did with the tiers, isn't it? Like, so it'll be, I guess, blue. I don't know.
Yeah, they said it was going to be blue. Yeah, and they also, I'll be interested to see if they introduce a new, like, lot of classes like Striker, Raider, Skirmisher, and all that kind of stuff, or whether it just increases the efficacy or the effectiveness of the stuff you've already got, or whether it's like adds new bonuses, if you know what I mean. So you can go up to Tier 5 now. I wonder if you can go up higher tiers, or whether it just makes those tiers more effective. So if you get like a 10% critical boost in Skirmisher, you can get like a 20% boost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I reckon that's where that'll go.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe you could like, yeah, I don't know, like add like a second thing, so you could have Skirmisher and Striker or something like that, or I don't know. But...
Adam and have double healer on all his characters.
Yeah.
No, well, since that spreadsheet, I've been paying attention. It's working.
The Remenex spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's decent.
Hero.
Yeah, Remenex is the man. We are big fans.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, the man, the myth. Okay, right. So next up, the S.T.R.I.K.E pass. So most of you have likely already been earning rewards with Mojo's Mayhem in real-time arena. We'll be using a similar system called the S.T.R.I.K.E pass to grant extra rewards for completing daily objectives, including some new additions. In most cases, that means you'll get more rewards, including orange gear for the actions you're already taking in the game. There will be different levels of reward based on your current level in the game. For example, the pass for newer players will likely contain a lot of blue and purple gear, while the pass for veteran players will contain more orange gear. More details will be revealed closer to release. So, what are your opinions on this, the S.T.R.I.K.E pass?
I suspect my opinion will be exactly the same as it was for RTA, that battle pass. Where, awesome, that's a well good idea. How much?
Yeah,
I think RTA's not gone down as well as it should have, and I think this is another attempt at something similar. Maybe this. I just think this is going to create more of a gap between the cheap or free-to-play players and the people that pay to play. It's just more of a gap because they're going to get a lot more stuff. And yeah, I'm not going to get it. So yeah, you.
So, well, it entirely depends on the price point. The thing with this is that somebody asked Cerebro if this S.T.R.I.K.E pass is going to be the new real-time arena pass, or if it's going to run along the same lines, run with the RTA pass. And he said, yeah. So basically, there's going to be two battle passes effectively running in the same game, which, in my opinion, is flawed.
It's very clever. Yeah, I mean, if they make this one a little bit cheaper but better, and then they keep the RTA one the price it is, it might even it out and justify it for the people that do want to spend the money. So it could be a good move.
Yeah,
but it's not for me. I don't really spend, apart from the odds like £1 or £2 deal here or there. I don't really spend a lot on this.
No.
So yeah, I won't be doing it.
No, I'm the same as you, Luke. It totally depends on the price point and what you get. If it's like, oh, you can have an extra ABC or SBC or whatever it is, if you spend £10 a month, no,
Yeah.
gonna help. Depends what it is, and it also depends. Like, I think the battle pass, the RTA battle pass, is really greedy because it resets every month, and it's £33, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then there's like battle passes in other games. I mean, like COD, for argument's sake, it was £11 for 3 months, wasn't it? And then you can, if you play it enough, you can buy it for free the next month with the rewards you get in it.
Yeah.
And that's a massive game.
Yeah.
Not like a little mobile game that you play while you're doing your business in the morning. But like comparing it to that, like Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, Their battle pass was £5 or £6 for 2 months.
Yeah, it's too steep.
Yeah, I think they've been greedy with their price points, so we'll see.
I mean, sorry, say again.
So I'll reserve judgment. I don't want to be eating humble pie like I was when I talked about Jubilee.
Yeah, that's the thing, mate. I mean, it's okay, but the rewards have to match the cost. You know, like if it's if it's a lower price point than the RTA, then fine. Providing the rewards are decent, then fine. My concern with these passes is at some point they're going to be like, right, we're going to release a character, and they're going to be completely linked to that pass, which is concerning. But we'll see, man. Like you say, I will. My pitchfork and my flaming torch is not. They're still in the shed, mate. All right. Next up, exclusive original character. Adam, do you want to cover this?
Yeah, sure. So not going to lie, we're pretty stoked about this next thing. We've been working closely with Marvel to create a brand new named character, not a minion, never before seen, that will be introduced into the Marvel Universe exclusively through Marvel Strike Force. Oh yeah, they'll officially become canon in the Marvel Universe too. Expect to hear more about this character's unveiling closer to the game's anniversary around March or April. So that's quite cool. I'm really interested to see how they'll do that and how they'll transition into the Marvel Universe as well. But hopefully from that, it brings people that are big Marvel fans that don't know about Strike Force. Hopefully it brings them to Strike Force and they start playing it. What do you guys think on that?
I'm really happy about that. I think that's quality.
Yeah.
A new character, and if they're behind the character, they're going to be good. They're going to be wicked. They're never going to be
character, isn't it?
Yeah. Make a brand new character and do whatever they want, like within reason. Do you know what I mean? They're not linked. They're not bound by a character's pre-existing canon or abilities and all that kind of stuff. They can do whatever they want. They're never going to be like, yeah, look at this little kid. He's good at cartwheels. You know what I mean? They're going to be wicked.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's memory foam mattress man. Like,
he's the hopscotch champion of the world.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be something cool. I doubt you're gonna see that character then move into like the MCU or anything like that. I imagine there'll be comics or something, and they'll try and I don't know, like maybe they'll show up in the MCU. I don't know, but it's cool. It's different, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be expecting a standalone film anytime soon, but it is cool.
Who do you who do you think they'll put them in with though? Like, it can't just be one character. It's got to be someone that goes with people, hasn't it? Like, there's going to be a hole in the defenders, isn't there? Potentially. Who's going to not pair with, but team with? Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's spaces in a couple of teams, like the Young Avengers. There's a space there. There's gaps everywhere. You could give them like a shield tag and just throw them into that team. Who knows?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got the saved squad. So improvements and the saved squad tab. Biggs, do you want to hit this?
Yes, mate. We've been steadily rolling out improvements over the past year to the squad select screen and the associated character roster and save squad screens. With many base improvements we've now been able to move on to something that has been highly requested: saved squads tabs. Instead of having only one list of save squads, you'll be able to have multiple tabs and lists associated with several of the most popular game modes like Arena, Blitz, and Raid. While that larger feature is being worked on, we plan to add more save squads in the next version as a stopgap. Good. I'm surprised that takes time to work on, though. How difficult is it to add a tab?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know. I'm not a game programmer, but that sounds to me relatively simple.
Considering how efficient they are with it all, and the infiltrator stuff before the event even starts, they've got the thing ready with the box where you can check them. Like, yeah, like you said, how much harder is that? Yeah.
Excel manages it pretty seamlessly.
This is something the community has been like literally screaming about for years. Like ever since the game came out, people are like, I haven't got enough safe squads, you know, like once you get to a certain point with your roster where it's that big, like people don't have space for all the teams and stuff. And then obviously, you know, your raid team's probably going to be different to your blitz team, and your arena team's going to be different to your it's great. It's great. It's finally coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. So raid season milestone rewards. This is something we mentioned in the previous post, but it's worth mentioning again as it's an important feature that is due to be spruced up with the new meta game. Currently, many alliances tend to finish the raid season milestone rewards rather quickly, so we are looking to improve the long-term experience with more top-tier milestones for additional rewards, including orange gear. So yeah, and then there's raid key trafficking. Basically, alliance leaders can see how many people are contributing those raid keys. So that's good if you're an alliance leader, I guess. But yeah, what do you think about the raid season milestone rewards?
Yeah, good.
More rewards for playing the game. Perfect. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, don't punish people that play the game. Reward them, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay. My only concern with this is that where is it? It says we are looking to improve the long-term experience with more top-tier milestones. Now, first time I read that, I was like, does that mean they're going to make it harder to get all of the milestones? Because that's what I read straight away. But maybe that's just me being cautious. I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I read it as like they're literally just going to add more milestones. So if it goes to 15 now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that maybe they'll take it to 20, although 20 does seem high. But do you know what I mean? They're just going to add more to the people that smash the raids, that smash U7, and now I'm assuming the Doom raids will grant more rewards. So they'll get to the end of the milestones quicker. But then they've still got places to go, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Wonderful.
Otherwise, people just save raid keys, aren't they, for the new raid season every time?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Next up, Adam, red stars for Ultron.
Yeah. So the team. Oh, there we go. Sorry, the team wants to give additional value to opening basic red star orbs, and we're doing this by introducing a new currency that will be a part of the orb drops. This new currency will be redeemable to purchase red stars for characters like Ultron, who previously didn't have any access to them. And additional red stars for Ultimus. The new currency will give players some additional agency into getting red stars for specific characters in the future. Please note that the new currency is intended to be something accrued and redeemed over a period of time. I like that. Yeah, I really like Ultron. So yeah.
So anything that makes Ultron better, I'm all for. That guy's a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah, and it's fun. So yeah, what do you think, Luke?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm a little bit nervous about them introducing another currency in regards to red stars, but
there's no room under my mountain for any more.
It says it'll be accrued and redeemed over time. So yeah, it'll probably. I mean, I'll be fine if it's like the Ultimus credits, you know, just like that. That's fine. You just get them. Oh, I can open an orb, keep going. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm yeah, look, I'm fine. I think Ultimus deserves red stars.
Ultron?
Sorry, Ultimus and Ultron as well. I think they, you know, yeah, that's cool. I mean, you know, you don't want the character that's like the trophy for winning Dark Dimension 2 to be power crept and left in the dark. So that's good that they're giving him red stars.
Yeah, I can't wait to get him on as well, because like potentially if you get a few at once, you know, when it first comes out, he's going to level up, isn't it? Like, you know, you get 4 red stars in him pretty quick. That's going to be sick. So yeah,
that's why I'm reserving judgment, mate. I don't think he's going to be. You know, I think it's going to take you like 6 months to get like 1 red star in him. You know, it's going to take a while.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. steady progression is still progression nonetheless.
Yeah, that's fine. At the moment, I can get no red stars. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I might get one. Sweet.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. All right. So next is API, which is application programming interface. Do you guys know about APIs and stuff, or?
Yeah, I do it all the time at work. Oh, hate it.
Okay.
Hate
All right.
API.
So do you want to read this, Diggs?
No, yeah, go on then. So yeah, application programming interface. This is something we've been working on for the better part of a year, and we're very close to rolling out a beta version. We've been in close communication with the admins of MSF.gg to create an API that will allow their website to directly access to certain information such as mission nodes and general information about characters, including but not limited to XP upgrades, Iso-8 upgrades, and traits. We'll be progressing from an alpha test to a live beta test in the near future with limited features. Our intent is to keep building on the API over time with more features and eventually opening up access to additional partners. We're committed to a long-term support of the community, and this is one of the ways in which we are dedicated to that. So, say it's similar to what we use APIs for at work. We link people's websites and their online shopping platforms like Shopify and Magento and stuff like that, where people buy stuff at Amazon, eBay, and link it to our shipping platform, or warehouse management system.
So if you're describing that to me, like with no knowledge, how would you like really simplify that? Because I think it could just be me, but that's quite still a bit like, so do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I mean, it's because you probably have never gone on MSF.gg. So MSF.gg is a website that builds it, collects information about people's stats, like character stats at certain levels. So you can go on there and be like, if I put these into Black Bolt, what powers are going to be, what attacks are you going to have, what health is he going to have, stuff like that. And then they're going to link it with their own, the Marvel Strike Force. It's probably not a website, it's where they build all their characters and put their stats and stuff like that. So instead of MSF doing it themselves, they will have direct information integrated with the Strike Force, not website, but for lack of a better term, their website. So that the information they're getting is directly linked with the correct information, if you know what I mean. It's seamless.
Okay. Yeah.
Whereas at the moment, from what I understand from watching IMG streams and stuff, basically, if you go onto MSF.gg, you can upload your team, but it'll take you ages to do it. My Black Bolt is 7775, like level 75, whatever. So you click all of that, you put it in, and then you can move stuff around. Instead of doing it in game, you could basically be like, right, okay, let's try this blitz team here or whatever. You can do all of the stuff with your roster basically. And what they're saying is here, from what I understand, is that you'll be able to do that seamlessly on effectively a third-party website. Is that right, Diggs?
Yeah, effectively, it'll have all the information already embedded in it because it's integrated with the Strike Force official site.
Cool.
Which is cool. A lot of sort of content creators and stuff are really excited about that, and yeah, pretty sweet.
Yeah, definitely have something to add to our podcast as well. We can use that when looking at things, breaking things down as well.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so under review, everything mentioned above is already in production. There are a couple of topics that aren't fully in production yet, but are actively under review by the team, and plans of action are currently being explored. So Alliance War, and this is many players' favourite game mode, and we realise that it could be spiced up a bit to encourage some new tactics. We're currently exploring several options to shake things up a bit, and we should have more information to share in the near future on those plans. We want to revisit the room bonuses as we're exploring, allowing for additional attacks and additional defence squads per room. Real-time arena, they're looking like they're going to try and resolve some of the issues of that as well. Ads, do you want to finish off with a summary?
Yeah, and there you go. So that's your preview of what we're working on for the first half of 2021. We have a lot of improvements and special events planned, especially around the time of the game's anniversary in March or April. So if you are a player, make sure you're kind of active in March and April, because that's cool. I hope they're going to do more Please note that everything mentioned here is subject to change and has the possibility of being pushed outside the given time frame. We'll do our best to keep you updated on the status of these initiatives. So I'm trying to think of when I started playing. I don't think I've been playing a year yet, but I don't know if were we playing last March or April? I might have just oh really? I don't think they did much, or maybe I was just such a noob then. I'm still a noob, but maybe I was like a mega noob then, and I just didn't see it. But yeah. Anyway,
if you think last March was the start of lockdown, the first lockdown,
yeah, I don't think I was playing then. I'll have a look.
so I'm pretty
Whenever
sure
that Venom event was, really. Okay, maybe I was. What did they do?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember either, mate.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to look back. But if something happened last year, just so people can get an idea, just leave us a comment and let us know, because it'd be cool to kind of have that reminder of what happened. I can't remember. Well, and I probably wasn't high enough level to care or realise. While we're constantly looking at how to update and improve existing features, we are simultaneously working on developing new game modes that will provide unique and thrilling challenges. While we're not quite ready to talk about any of these yet, we do want you to know that they're under construction. They generally take a lot more time to create compared to improvements on current features. We hope to have more details to share later in 2021 or possibly early 2022. Thank you very much for playing Marvel Strike Force, and please stay healthy and happy in 2021 and beyond. So I really like that. I think that's good. It's positive. It's like, come on, we're doing things, we're changing things. Here's some stuff coming. A bit of a teaser, isn't it? But it's nice to get that, I think.
Yes, and also I take it back, Ed. On the 14th of April last year, Luke texted me asking if I was playing Marvel Strike Force.
Oh,
there
okay.
you
I
go.
would have been
Long after that you started. So my apologies. It seems like longer ago than that.
cool. Yeah. Well, so none of us were that active then. So it would be really cool if someone could just drop down what happened last year, because we weren't really active for it, please. And we'll shout you out and read that next week.
Right.
Thoughts on the summary quickly?
Oh no, it's great. It's great. The so basically they had 3 weeks to so there was a community feedback message a couple of weeks ago. We covered it on the podcast, and Cerebro basically said, give me 3 weeks and I'll get back to you guys. That post is going to be next week, so a lot of people are looking forward to reading that as well.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly.
Big podcast next week then.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, this week, unfortunately, we can't let you know about the blitzes and things because the blog post itself hasn't come out yet. But yeah, remember, guys, you'll find us on YouTube under the name 4Play Gaming. We're on Instagram and Twitter under the name 4P Gaming, and you will also find the MSF Pod podcast all across the podding spectrum. Please subscribe and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It's helping move us up the ranks, so we really appreciate your support. If you want to ask us a question on the next week, drop it down in the YouTube comments below. The link to that will be in the show notes if you are listening to the podcast, or slide into our DMs on Twitter at 4P Gaming. Thanks a lot for watching and listening, and we will catch you next week. I'd say
As Luke dropped that.
Oh, that's amazing. Luke fell asleep. Oh, that's amazing. If you're listening, watch.